It's not what it looks like. I'm not being lazy. I'm not. I have energy. I have energy.
I'm sick of daydreaming. I just want the feeling of you in my bed.
Have you ever felt like that guy, where you literally just have no energy whatsoever to do any type of task? Well, that's exactly what we'll be tackling today. So what is up? My name is Morgan. I'm a recent graduate of the University of British Columbia. And trust me, throughout my years of schooling, managing my energy levels has been something I've struggled with for a long time. From falling asleep in class to not being able to focus for long periods of time, it's been messy. It's been real messy. But I've discovered a few things that really work well for me that I want to share with you that keep me energized throughout the day. But here's the real kicker. No caffeine.
What?
Now, I'm not promoting or saying to abstain away from caffeine, but what I am suggesting is that caffeine may not be that holy grail. So if you're ready to become the energetic marathon running Olympian, let's get started. The first and the most important factor when it comes to managing your energy levels is understanding how well and how much you sleep. Now, I don't want to be someone that spouts the exact same information that everyone else probably gives you, so here are some quick reminders on sleep. You're done reading? Okay, cool. Now that we got that out of the way, I want to point out the main thing when it comes to managing your sleep, and that is consistency. If you want to be someone that genuinely has real energy every single day without abusing energy drinks, then your body's circadian rhythm has to be set in place properly. How do we do that? By sleeping and waking up at the same time every single day. Yes, you night owls, even on the weekends. This leads into building a habit of waking up at a set time every single day, and once your body starts to recognize that, it'll start to wake up naturally on its own without an alarm. And this is the key. Throughout the night, our body experiences around 4 to 6 sleep cycles, and each sleep cycle lasts around 90 minutes. If you wake up at the end of one of these sleep cycles, you'll find yourself much more refreshed, energized, and ready to go. Whereas if you wake up disturbed in the middle of one of these sleep cycles, you'll find yourself probably really grouchy and not energized at all. That's why someone who slept for 6 hours might feel more refreshed than someone who slept for, let's say, 9.5 hours. When you prime your body to wake up on its own rather than to an alarm, it's going to naturally wake up at one of your own sleep cycles. I'd recommend a website called Sleepy Time, which will provide times for you to fall asleep if you want to wake up at a certain time and at the end of one of your sleep cycles. Just remember to give yourself that extra leeway because you want to be snoozing away by this time, not trying to fall asleep at this time. As much as I try to avoid generic sayings, this one's a bit unavoidable, and it is pretty much like how the old saying goes. Treat your body like a machine. If you're giving your body terrible fuel, how do you expect your body's going to perform? If you're giving your body the most expensive fuel, then your body's likely going to reward you. Simple things such as minimizing sugars, cutting out simple carbs, avoiding junk foods, stop drinking pop, all those things are going to dramatically enhance your energy levels because you're not giving your body very bad fuels. This is a PG channel. One other action that I've been implementing into my own routine and with good success is by having a much lighter lunch. If you ever felt that dreaded afternoon slump, you might know what I'm talking about. If you start to feel really drowsy and tired and just no motivation around 1 to 3 p.m., that's probably your afternoon slump. As much as I love my own carbs, especially throughout lunch, I recommend going super easy on them and fill up your plate instead with vegetables, fats, and proteins in order to avoid that dreaded afternoon slump and terrible food coma. Here are some ideas for some low-carb meals as well. Nice. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, this wouldn't be an energy video if I didn't mention anything about hydration. The rule of thumb that I like to follow is to drink half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh about 100 pounds, you would drink 50 ounces of water. If you weigh 150 pounds, you'd weigh 75 ounces. I'm pretty sure that you know a lot of the benefits of drinking water, so I don't think it's my duty to be reminding you. But if you do need that reminder, I can't snap. There it is. Come on. There it is. Tip number 3 is to stay moving. Humans thrive on physical activity. We didn't come into being by sitting on our butts and typing on the computer all day. So why should we be doing that now? Instead, we hunted, we ran, we moved for our own survival. Like our ancestors who were moving all the time, in order for us to perform at peak capacity with high energy, We gotta be doing some type of physical activity to get our hearts pumping in order to help reset our brain when we start to get tired. For myself, I either go for a run or I head to the gym when I start to feel that brain fog coming in and I'm unable to focus back again. Something about breathing in that fresh air just keeps my hemoglobin from going crazy, you know, and lifting up inanimate objects is just makes my body happy. It's an interesting phenomena, but write this down. When we expend physical energy, we obtain mental energy back. So give it a shot the next time you find yourself losing focus or find yourself with a dip in energy throughout the day. Instead of scrolling on social media for 10, 15, 30 minutes as your break, go outside for a quick 10-minute walk or do a quick little workout and see how you feel after the end of that workout. Lastly, don't forget about your vitamin D. It's not just a vitamin that helps to keep your bones and teeth strong, but it's also a vitamin that plays a major role in preventing tiredness. One study in 2019 found that patients within primary care offices, 77% of them were diagnosed with vitamin D. The study also found that patients found less fatigue once their vitamin D levels were back up to normal. One of the best ways of getting your vitamin D is by simply going outside and getting some sunlight. A quick Google search suggests going outside for just 10 to 30 minutes several times per week. During the winter times when sunlight is limited, another great way of getting your vitamin D is through supplementation. According to the Institute of Medicine, generally 1,000 to 4,000 IU or 25 to 100 micrograms is the recommended daily intake for that vitamin D. Alright, we've gone through a lot within this video, so let's wrap things up with a nice summary. Summary. Firstly, make sure you're watching your sleep to make sure you get enough sleep and you're getting proper sleep quality by aiming to wake up without an alarm at the end of your sleep cycle. Secondly, be intentional with the foods that you put in your body. Aim for a small lunch with less carbs to avoid the afternoon slump and minimize junk foods within your diet. Get your body moving through physical exercise. Make sure that when you feel tired, expend some physical energy in order to obtain some mental energy back. Lastly, get your vitamin D either through sunlight exposure or through a vitamin D supplement. Alright, now all these things may not seem incredibly groundbreaking, but it really is just these fundamentals that makes up the crux of your energy levels. If you can properly incorporate these fundamentals, which honestly is still a lot of things, you'll find yourself with that energy to finally become that energetic marathon running finally learn how to manage your energy levels. If you have any additional ideas, let me know down in the comment sections below what you do to manage your energy levels. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully the tips help, and I'll see you in the next video. The most important factor when it comes to managing your... Sorry, I was about to sneeze.